Hey guys.
Hey.
Okay, so this is our second full day in Akihabara, and we actually stayed the day in town. So this is going to be our first day where we didn't ride a train at all, which is
That's right, we didn't.
no.
It's kind of nice. A lot of walking.
Yeah, but I wore the right sneakers. The other day I didn't wear the right sneakers, and my dogs were yelping.
Yeah.
But we should probably go back to last night after we filmed our blog, because something interesting happened. See, he didn't sleep really. You got like what? Were you wired or something?
No, I don't know. I went past obviously the jet lag of 14 hours, the 14-hour difference is real bad. So my body's still on East Coast time, and so at 2 a.m. I still wasn't really asleep. So Brett went to sleep before I did, and I kind of left the light on, and I was doing my thing on the computer and everything.
So I knew that he wasn't tired, but I was tired. So we went to Starbucks like with Hai like in the late afternoon or something, and I for sure ordered a decaf Americano iced. I went over it with the girl like 3 times, and she kept saying, "Oh yeah, decaf, hi." And I'm like, "Hey, okay, great." I don't think she gave me decaf, man. I was not tired. Anyway, so I've got my head on the pillow. I know I'm supposed to be tired, and I'm trying to like go to sleep, and I'm in this like weird kind of like middle ground where I'm like not quite asleep but almost. But a light was on. He had gone to take a shower, and I thought when he came out of the shower he'd turn the light off. So I fall asleep for like a minute probably. He gets out of the shower. I never heard him get out of the shower, and it's just silence, just so quiet in here.
I was super quiet,
and I couldn't hear anything, and I was thinking, geez, did he go to bed and is the light on? And then I felt my bed kind of like shake a little bit, you know, like he had like bumped. It felt like he bumped into my bed a little. It was just shaking a little, and I was like, oh, okay, well he's at least moving around. And then I just was like, Nick, and he goes,
I said, yeah, I'll shut the light off.
And he was like, oh, I'll shut the light off. And I was like, all right, thanks. So he shuts the light off, and we start to kind of fall asleep. You know, and then 2 o'clock rolls around.
Yeah, 2 o'clock rolls around, and I think I had just like, I was barely falling asleep. He was already asleep. And we were woken out of our slumber by the most god-awful worst alarm noise I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
You guys know, like, when there's an Amber Alert or something, or like some sort of natural disaster warning on your phone that is the government puts out. It was like that, and it actually was that, but it was just a horrific sound that just...
It was different, man.
It was like... And when you're sleeping and you hear this noise and you don't know what's happening, and it's like blaring loud, and you can hear it through the town because it was coming out of town speakers too, wherever those were. Anyways, long story short, there was a small earthquake here. Actually, it was in the a region that's not too far from here, but as soon as the alarms went off, the building started to move and shake.
It was like a 5.3.
Yeah, where it was a 5.3 where it happened. It was about a 3, probably a 3 where we are in Tokyo.
But everything was shaking. I mean, we were like everything was shaking.
Yeah, the building was swaying for like, I don't know, probably 5 or 10, probably 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But like, it was weird. They timed it really strange, because as soon as the alarms went off, like maybe 5 seconds after the alarm went off, during the alarm, the whole building...
No, it was during.
Yeah, it was like a warning.
We woke up feeling it. The alarm went off. It all happened at the same time.
So Brett felt like the initial tremor, and then 30 minutes later, when the alarms went off, it was the
initial tremor wasn't him.
It wasn't me walking near his bed. I was sitting on my bed.
That was actually a tremor.
And I was just sitting on my bed, and it moved a little bit, and I was like, And I was listening outside because I thought, maybe it's a little bit windy, and I was like listening real hard, and I heard a little bit of wind, but I'm like, it would take a hurricane to move the building like that. But I was like, I don't know. Earthquake never crossed my mind, ever. And even when the alarm was going off and we got the alert in Japanese, we couldn't read it. I had to take a screenshot of it.
It's just all in Japanese, and I knew what it was because the building was shaking. I knew it was an earthquake, but
I didn't even consider it. And then I was like, oh great, maybe it's a tsunami, and like I'm like, oh man,
that actually crossed my mind too.
But it was fine. Like nothing happened. Nobody got hurt here. I didn't hear about anybody getting hurt in the where it actually happened. But anyway, so that woke us up at a little bit past 2 a.m. and then I barely get any sleep after that. So
I actually fell right back asleep. I was exhausted.
I got up early and was doing my thing, and then he got up and we finally started our day. But it was definitely
it was an eventful night. Yeah. So we started off at Starbucks. I think that's what we're going to basically do every day, just because I'm so used to it, and it's really good here. And we got
cinnamon roll.
Nick got a cinnamon bun.
Okay.
And then we hung out and played a little Animal Crossing, which is like a DS game that we both kind of discovered right around the same time. And
we visited each other's towns.
Yeah, it was fun. Yep.
Wirelessly. Yeah, when in Rome.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say.
It's totally normal here, so it's great.
Yeah, it's like when I'm at Starbucks at home, and if I feel weird if I pull out like a DS, like a Nintendo game or something. I'm looking around to make sure that nobody's judging me for being an adult and playing video games.
Well, here, if you're not on a device or on a game thing, you are weird. So
it's awesome.
We fit right in.
Yeah, it was really good. So we spent a good amount of time doing that, and then we decided to go visit a friend of mine who I've known from the yo-yo world for a long time. And the name of the store is Spin Gear, and his name's Taka, and everybody in the yo-yo world knows him. I know him from the Omega days, and so I sent him some emails, and he was expecting me. So I went there, and it was it was really nice, and I bought a few things, some cool yo-yo accessories, and a new kendama. And I don't know, it was just weird. Apparently, he had put out a post or something that I was going to be there because I have a bit of a reputation just for being with the Omega for so many years. And yes, there was like one guy there.
Yeah, and Brett looks over and the guy's got a yo-yo, and Brett's like, "That's a Nuccio," and he's like, "Is that Nuccio?" to the guy, and he went over to him and started talking to him. And Taka's like, "Yeah, he came to meet you when he heard you were here." The guy wasn't like talking at all. Wasn't like, we had no idea that he even knew who Brett was, but he had his signature yo-yo, and so Brett tried to talk to him. He didn't speak English, but they had a conversation as best they could. And Brett, I think he showed you his favorite yo-yo tricks, and they got a picture together and stuff. It was really cool.
And Nick sent him a picture of the two of us.
I got his email, and he sent the picture to him, and it was fun, and I was like, man, it's like I can't even go to Japan without somebody recognizing this guy.
It's great. And it was cool to have Nick be able to be in the store and meet Taka, which a lot of Americans would as yo-yo players want to meet Taka, because he's so cool. Yeah,
and a great store.
It was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff.
And before we got in there, Nick was like, "Oh my God, it's right across the street from one of my favorite. It's like a super world famous store for what you do."
Super Potato. Yeah, it's like it's kind of a tourist trap because it's the only store that Americans know about in Akihabara that sells like all the retro games that we would want and stuff. But they've got every system ever made pretty much, and like multiples of them, and like games, and it's amazing, but it's super expensive. So I didn't really buy anything there. I think Brett bought a deck of cards.
I did. I bought a couple of decks of cards, Mario themed.
Yeah,
and they're really cool. Like this one's all 8-bit, 8-bit, whatever.
That's not showing up. No, just that reflection.
Anyways, trust us, is cool.
So yeah, we just walked around there for a while, and it was. I just wanted him to see. It was really cool. Oh, those are the scissors.
We got the little scissors. They pop up, and
it's like a little keychain. It's not really focusing, but yeah, they're really cool when you can see them in focus.
Yeah.
So Super Potato was awesome. I'd been there before, but it was so cool going back. We took a picture of there's a gold punch out that's like $250 or something. That's like you could win in a contest back in the 80s or 90s. So that all these expensive games I want but could never afford. But it was really cool to see him behind glass, and so we did that. And then after Super Potato, we went to this huge electronics store called Bic Camera. Like Bic, the Bic pens or whatever, which is a 7-floor electronics store. Every floor has something different. One has like camera stuff, and one has like drones, and one has
Rice cookers
and home appliances, and one has all video games, and one has all computer stuff, and
one has all cameras.
yeah, pens, and just everything you can imagine. So we spent a lot of time there, and Brett got some cool stuff.
Yeah, that's when I actually started to spend my money. I spent some money, obviously, at Taka's store, but yeah, I had a few things on my list that I wanted to get, and this was the place to get it. So yesterday, it was all Nick. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, he spent a ton of money.
Yep.
And today, I kind of caught up a little bit, but I'm not
A
quite.
little bit. Yeah, I spent even more money today later on, but yeah, that was.
It was awesome. It was a really good story.
Wasn't that a cool story?
This
Yeah.
was a store that he really wanted to take me to.
Yeah.
You know,
When
and
I was here
so-
the first time, I was like, man, Brett would love this place.
Yeah, and I did. I did. We'll probably go back. There's no question
there's
about it.
so just too much to see. It's just sensory overload.
So, you know, we shopped ourselves until we were hungry. So we went to, we actually did McDonald's today because
Yeah.
Nick was like, you know, McDonald's in Japan is so much better than the U.S. And it's true. It's true. You know, I don't know if it's just that they just, well, I know why. It's because they care more and they're more disciplined about stuff and they've got respect and manners and, you know, so therefore the food's going to be better.
And the food was saltier, I think, and
Yeah.
we were starving, and it was like it was so good.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And the perfect like portions too. They don't have like huge portions, so it was great.
Yeah, I didn't feel sick after I ate it. So that was good.
Me neither, actually.
Yeah, McDonald's, that was fun.
Yep.
And then we met up with Nick's friend Hai.
Again,
He
yeah.
came back. He came back to Akihabara.
and we just
And then it was off to the races.
yeah, we just did more game hunting. You know, Brett's been real good about it. But we spent a lot of time. I actually met a guy in one of the smaller stores that moved to Akihabara about 2 weeks ago. He's an American guy, and I asked him, you know, where he goes to get certain things, and he gave me like 3 very specific examples, and I had him like drop a pin on Google Maps so I could get to these stores that, and one of them I didn't even know about. It was like a secret place where this
little old lady,
little old lady
she
runs
runs
a
it?
store that's like between like massage parlors, and if you didn't know where it was,
Like special massage parlors.
yeah. If you didn't know where it was, it's on the second floor. You'd never know there. You'd never know how to get there. So we went in there, and they had some really great stuff at really good prices. So I grabbed a few things, and
I think that might have been my favorite store, actually.
it was really great. Yeah.
The whole layout was really nice. It wasn't like overdone.
It was, like, top
wasn't,
secret. It was,
yeah,
like-
and like nobody was, there were a few
Nobody-
people there, but you had to kind of know about it.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I want to go back there because I want to get that, you know, thing for E. But
Yeah.
So that was fantastic. And then I think after that we did a lot of that, and then we went to dinner. Hi took us out to dinner.
Yeah, too, was like one of his favorite spots.
Yeah, it was cool.
We had chicken and hamburger together on the same plate.
Yeah, like on a
with
plate,
cheese
like melted over the top of both of them,
and an egg.
with a fried egg,
And we had some-
corn, and these little like cubed
Yeah, but they were like home
potatoes,
fries.
like home fries,
And
and grape soda.
We tried grape soda, which was good. I'm pretty sure we have grape soda in the U.S.
Of course.
but
I love it,
was.
yeah.
Well, I had melon soda as well, which
Yeah.
I'm positive we don't have in the U.S. or at least I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't
so
think so.
good combination of Coke and grape soda, and well, not a combination, but you know what I mean. And Hai, he's a funny dude.
We had
He
so
kept,
much fun.
yeah. We were talking about all these things that. Well, you want to explain what he does so that the people back home know what he does?
So I met him on Instagram. He's basically a professional modder. So basically, he takes old Game Boys, like the original Game Boys and Game Boy Pockets and stuff, and changes them internally, and adds like new updated screens, and like puts like a DS body into like the DS internals into like one of the older Game Boy models, and like makes brand new creations out of it.
He like Frankenstein's them, kinda. You know
Totally,
what I mean?
but they're incredible, and the craftsmanship is crazy, and it takes them like
And he puts like backlights in the back of things to light up certain parts. And
yeah,
takes
like
takes
LEDs and stuff to like make the pictures like come alive on the front. But he's incredible at what he does, and he's got 63,000, almost 64,000 followers on Instagram. So that's how I met him, by being a fanboy, and we wound up talking on over the last couple of years, and I told him I was coming out, and we wound up meeting up, and he's the greatest guy. Like
He's been really
I
cool.
can't- Yeah, we'd be lost without him, but yeah, so he's fantastic. So check out his Instagram if you want. It's HaiSB, so it's HAISB. His work is incredible.
But we had a lot of laughs at dinner because he kept. So like, well, there's a little bit of a running gag about fake news with him. You know, because he had asked us about Kobe. He's like, did Kobe die?
Is Kobe Bryant really dead? Yeah.
Is that fake news? And we're like, no, that's real. And he's like, oh, I thought it was fake news. And we're like, no, that's real.
Yeah.
And that sort of started the conversation. And so every time we would talk about something, it always came around to fake news.
Well, he would change his story, and then it would be like... Yeah.
Well, every time we ask him a question, he'll answer us, and then, like, yeah, he'll change his story, and we're like, yeah, fake news.
Yeah.
So he's become fake news, fake news.
Sato, yeah.
Yeah, fake news Sato. And that was sort of the running joke all night. He was showing us all these consoles that he's, like, put together that, you know, he only made one of, and then he'd be like, well, I made two, but I sold it secretly. And we're like, okay, all right.
Yeah, one of a kind.
Yeah, one of it. He kept saying one of a kind, and fake news.
It's definitely fake news.
So you don't always get the straight answer right away. You eventually
He'll
get
think
to the
about
truth.
it and then get there.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of laughs.
Yeah,
and,
it was really fun.
The best part about this place we went to dinner is we looked at the menu, and when we were finally ready to order, there's literally like a doorbell on the table, and you press it as soon as you're ready, and the woman just appeared and like took our order.
It's like really funny.
Like the second he hit
out
it,
of nowhere,
like, amazing.
It goes ding dong, and she's like, "Hello," you know.
So they can't like ignore you when you're like, "Excuse me," you know, and like, "Oh, I didn't see you." You can't ignore a doorbell. So it's just everything's so efficient here. It's just it's absurd.
Yeah, it really makes it. It's. I can see why people want to live here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good to it. And that's pretty much it. You know, after that, we attempted to go to some more stores, but interestingly, on a Saturday night, they're closed by like 8 o'clock. A lot of the stores, so that was we weren't.
Brett wanted to get like a high quality mask, but we couldn't find.
I've worn this so much that it's like ripping, and I want to get a good one. But don't worry, tune in. I'm sure I'll have one at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a hunt tomorrow.
Well, kept telling us he was going to help us find one, and we never did.
We
so
just got
fake
off track.
news.
Yeah, definitely fake news.
Always fake news.
All right, well, this is a long one, almost 17 minutes. So we're going to wrap up and, call it a day, but we'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully, we'll get a real night's sleep without, any shaking going on.
Yeah, stay tuned, and, definitely check out the Instagram feed, because this is where you're going to see all the pictures.
Yeah, well, a lot of pictures.
And what is it again? I don't.
Ours is?
I don't know if I follow it.
NJO Tokyo, on Instagram. And that's it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.